Welcome back to the Happiness Project. I am Shannon White and I'm here with Aubrey Shoham, and we have been talking about the moon phases over the last several months, and we are in our last moon phase that we're discussing today, which is the, tell me again, third quarter?
The third quarter.
Third quarter moon, thank you. So tell me about that.
So the third quarter moon is the week before the new moon. So from that full moon and moving into another half moon. So this is all about release, refining, and re-strategizing. So this is like a time to think about what worked for me this last phase, what can be a little different, and this is like a low action week. This is to allow things to release, it's not a good time to start something new. It's really, you can envision something new and get really clear with your approach, but it's not the best time to launch something. If you know you want to start a new project, this is the least ideal week to do that. This is all about release, forgiveness for itself, for other people, refining things that, refining some action steps that you might have been doing and thinking, okay, I can change that just a little bit, make that a little more in alignment with what I'm going towards.
I love the letting go period. So I would love to hear if you have any specific things people can do at home related to. And a quick question. So this will is this something people would do the full week before the new moon?
Yeah.
This is refining.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is like just kind of getting really clear with some things mentally. And I always, journaling, just writing some things that you can do. I love soaking in salt baths, or, it's a good time to get like a craniosacral session to just like really like get that fascial release. It's a really good time for these self-care things of anything that supports release.
And is it also like, you've been doing all these action steps, and I think you said this through the refinement, but like releasing the things that aren't quite functioning the way that you thought they would, or adjusting them, or.
Yeah. You can completely, this is like that destruction phase. So this is like what systems aren't working for me? What do I need to dismantle? What can just be slightly tweaked? What can I refine a little bit? So some things are like, and this is a good time for like relationships, like breakups. Like, this relationship is just not working for me. I'm just going to end it. I mean, and it doesn't have to be, if it's not a romantic partnership, if it's a person that's in your life, it can just be as simple as like a boundary. And it can be a conversation, but it can just be this energetic boundary of like, I'm no longer available for people who are taking advantage of me, for people who aren't appreciating, for people who talk down to me. I'm not available for it. So it's an energetic thing. Like I set a boundary with an actual person, and then all of a sudden people in my field who just were vampiric it was like I was no longer available for vampiric energy. So when you're really in that energy of like getting really clear and there's no emotional hang up, it's like, it's not personal. There's nothing, it's like, this is my field. This is what I'm available for. If you're in this field, like you meet certain standards, and if you're not, it's not personal. It's like, you're working on your own stuff. This is my space. And so I don't feel this emotional, like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's like, no, I mean, it's not personal. So that's the energy that I really like to invoke in this week.
Yeah, I'm into the destructive energy part. I like dismantling things that aren't working. So this is the part I was like, I can't wait to hear about this.
Yeah, I love, with archetypally, like I love the Kali archetype. This is like,
yes,
destruction, destroy, clear the space for something new.
Yes. Awesome. So for somebody to do at home, definitely journaling.
Yes.
Figuring out what has been working, what hasn't.
Yes.
And then maybe either let go of or restructure things that weren't working.
Yeah. And, and there's there's forgiveness is a big thing in here. Forgiveness for the self, forgiveness for other people, getting really clear with your energy field of not being so, letting go of the personal stuff, like, oh, but she's my sister. Oh, she's, we've been friends for 10 years. Like letting go of that personal stuff. And that's work. It's a practice, but to get really clear with what do I want in my space and how can I release the psychic junk that's in it.
Awesome. Cool.
And I love,
anything else?
Yeah. And just journaling a little bit about it. And maybe even after, if you were to journal just some sentences, maybe you can create some bullet points. Like, I release this, I forgive this, I'm refining this. And then, and a new strategy, like what kind of things can I start visualizing to support this next phase?
Right.
And maybe start visualizing that and kind of be in that. And then on the new moon to actually write what it is. Because I think it's like a good time to just kind of like, how could this be different? If this is different, what would that look like? And just kind of be in that question.
Right. Very cool. Your energy was up in this phase of the moon also. So maybe, like you said, you like the Kali, Kali energy.
Get rid of it.
Yep. All right, cool. Anything else about this moon phase?
I think that's all. That's all and you'll be watching the moon get dimmer and dimmer each day this week.
Yeah. And it's a reminder to like, okay, is there anything else I can shed? Is there anything else I can shed? Yeah. Cool. And one more time, where can people find you?
So I have a Facebook group called Empath Energy Alchemists. My business name is Empath Energy Alchemy. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. And I have other offerings there if you want to work with me one-to-one.
Cool. Thank you so much, Aubrey.
Yes, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you again when we talk about archetypes.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Me too. All right. We'll talk to you later.